We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next. Welcome back to the Daily Helpline. Actress Mackenzie Phillips is here with us today. Oh, so glad to have you. Yes. Okay, so this is one of our favorite parts, at least I'll say my favorite parts. Quick questions. We're going to look right here. We're going to hear what they have to say, our audience members, and we're going to give them the answers that they need. Okay. Ready? Let's take a look.
I'm a virgin, and I wanted to know how long should I wait before I tell a guy that I'm dating that I want to save myself into marriage without scaring him away?
Ooh. Tell him right away.
You say right away?
Tell him right away.
How come?
Because otherwise you're setting yourself up for heartbreak. When a young guy finds out, it's like, well, if you're saving yourself for marriage, I'm out of here.
So how does she do that? Does she say, hey, I'll have a cheeseburger, and I'm a virgin, by the way?
I don't know. It's a weird question. What do you think?
Oh, I would think right away. Early, but
early.
not right,
not like,
right
hi,
away.
My name and I am a
right.
virgin.
But in that first conversation, I would figure out a way to talk about it, because that first date is kind of an interview. You're interviewing them, they're interviewing you to try to see if you're compatible. So I would figure out some way to work it in and just say, and by the way, one thing that's really important to me is my virginity. I'd like to wait until I'm married. Ask them how they feel about it.
And see, I disagree. I don't know that I would bring that up on the first date or the first week or even the first month. It depends on how quick the other person advances, and you don't really know where they are or what their belief is, but you'll find out. When they try to put the moves on you, that's when it may come up, and you need to tell them then.
Oh, in the heat of the moment.
Wow. Wow, Miles.
That might get you booted out of the house, buddy. Okay, let's go to the next question.
My BFF is dating a married man. Should I end our friendship?
Well, I think it depends on how it's impacting you. If it doesn't line up with your ethical beliefs and it's impacting you in a negative way, and either you can't stay out of judgment of your friend and or her behavior is not healthy for you, then you might want to take a look at it.
And this is a tough one. I'm struggling here because I actually had a friendship that I ended because she dated married men. Not one, but two and three, and then I realized that it was a pattern, and I just didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want a friend who had those kind of mores. I didn't want to go out and socialize and be afraid of who she might date or what lies I would have to tell to cover up. And I darn sure didn't want to be there fighting anybody if the wife ever found out.
Yeah, that's
All right.
Being around.
Let's go to the next question.
So I just got a brand new roommate, and he keeps asking me for money to borrow, and rent is about a month late, and I have no idea what to do. What do you suggest?
I don't think that's a roommate problem. I think that's a you problem. If you don't have, I think you need to check your boundaries. And if you have a hard time saying no, it sounds like to me you're already giving money and lending money, and there's a difference in doing that in the short term and doing that as a continuation. And so if you're doing that, it's a detriment to you. You need to take a look at yourself and see what the problem is. You'll just repeat the pattern next time.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true clinician.
There you go.
Seriously.
Rent is due on the 1st, have it by the 5th, or you're out of here, buddy. That's it. Next question, let's do it.
My boyfriend is good to me, but I'm not physically attracted to him. How do I get past that?
You don't.
No, you don't.
Welcome the wake-up call. Be honest with him, be honest with you. If it's not working, compatibility is everything. I would not want to be in a relationship with somebody that I'm not attracted to.
See, I disagree. I think compatibility is not physical always.
I agree.
And so
I agree.
And so I think you need to check yourself and see what it is that you're looking for. Because I've been caught up in that before, where all I could see was the surface, and I can tell you that's not a relationship. Relationship's deeper than that. And so if you can't grow with physical attraction over time, maybe it's the wrong person. But if you don't like it right out of the gate, then maybe you need to look at your own side of the street.
Great point. What do you say, Mackenzie?
I say, I have to agree with you. I'm more attracted to intellect than I am to and sense of humor than I am to the surface. And so the sexual attraction or the physical attraction can grow over time. The funnier and the smarter you are, the more I'm going to want to get with you. What a weird thing to say. Please don't put that on TV.
Get with it. No, I want that. Get with you. Okay, well, if you have a video question that you want to submit, then go ahead. All you have to do is log on to our website. We look forward to those questions. Keep them coming. And we'll be back right after this. Coming up, anytime that the two of you start talking about I, you're not talking about your daughter anymore. We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.